Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and the preview for the Carabao Cup final. Chelsea heading to Wembley tomorrow to take on Liverpool in a repeat of the 2022 final. And the Blues really need this trophy. I know it sounds obvious, but we desperately need it. We've lost our last 5 Wembley finals. And we've not won a domestic trophy since 2018 with the FA Cup and under Antonio Conte. And no League Cup since 2015. So, yeah, there's a lot at stake tomorrow. First trophy for this group, potentially first trophy for Mauricio Pochettino in England. And it could be the first trophy under the new ownership, just as it was for Roman Abramovich all those years back in 2005, where, incidentally, we actually beat Liverpool 3-2 in Cardiff. So, yeah, there's potentially a lot of omens, but at some point, this run at Wembley needs to end. We can't keep losing finals at Wembley, you know. It's ridiculous. I think, yeah, tomorrow's game is going to be tough. I think it's a lot closer than it was looking like it would be a few weeks ago. But make no mistake about it, we are absolutely the underdogs. But I think we can feel a little bit more confident given how we've performed in the last 3 games and given that Liverpool are going to be missing a few key players through injury. That certainly brings the game a little bit closer, but I still look at it as a 60-40 game in Liverpool's favour. But it's a final. Form doesn't really mean too much. It's who turns up on the day. It's going to be a great occasion regardless. And yeah, hopefully we can get our hands on that trophy and bring it back to Stamford Bridge. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Appreciate all of you that are tuned in so far. Make sure you run the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. Just 12 subscribers, guys, from 8K. Let's try and get as many of those knocked off as we possibly can during this live stream. Just 12 more subscribers to 8,000. So please, if you've not subscribed and you're tuning in now, please hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get it down to less than 10 if we can. But big up to everyone that's locked in, as I said. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Please win at Wembley. I've enough losing there. Yeah, I've had enough losing there as well. I've only ever seen us win there once during my attendance there, and that was a Crystal Palace semi-final a couple of years ago. I've never seen us win a final. I think I've been to 4 finals, and we've lost all of them. So hopefully tomorrow I can walk back down Wembley Way feeling a little bit better about myself. What happens if we don't win the League Cup? Look, if we don't win the League Cup, again, it depends on the context of the defeat. And then obviously in regards to the rest of the season, if we were to win the FA Cup or whether we were to qualify for Europe or whatever, then I think he probably stays on in the summer anyway. Yes, big up, brother. No Sterling agenda. I just don't rate him. He did well against City and in all likelihood is going to start tomorrow, but I'm just not seeing it from him. Look, he's done a bit for us, but I mean, I wouldn't describe him as a big game player. Yeah, right. He scored against City and he was decent. His best performance in a while, but he's been massively underwhelming in a Chelsea shirt. And someone that's supposed to, you know, be an experienced pro and meant to be the leader of this attack per se, he's not been good enough. Yes, guys. Keep running the likes up, as I said. Yep, tough game tomorrow. Always a tough game. No easy games in football. Yep. Sorry, I was a little bit late, people, as well. I was just reveling in the Man United loss. Those guys are absolute clowns. So yeah, absolutely delighted, reveling in their loss. Yeah, and they've got Man City next week, so brilliant. I wouldn't say misery awaits us. It's not. Look, it's not men against boys. Liverpool are a better team than us right now. Absolutely, there's no denying that at all. But in a final, anything can happen. Mate, I'm not really sure where that confidence is coming from. As I tweeted earlier, United are shocking. They're absolutely abysmal. You know, but they've managed to fluke a couple of lucky results and they find themselves 6th in the table. They are horrendous. And yeah, Chelsea have got much more to look forward to than United do over the next few years. That's just it. Simple as that for me. Yeah, look, he's talking a good game. He's trying to make some good appointments, but ultimately that's not making any difference to what they're doing on the pitch right now. Yes, up the Chelsea. I hope not. We obviously had the Lukaku goal, which should have been allowed in the League Cup final a couple of years ago. We had a couple of horrendous decisions against us at Anfield. So yeah, let's hope that you know the refereeing is on point tomorrow. What else have we got going on here? I would start Nkunku in this game. Yeah, potentially, although I don't think he will. Yes, big up, brother. Let's hope Chelsea can get the trophy tomorrow after a miserable 18 months. Yeah, it's been a miserable 18 months. We need this. We do need it. Didn't go to any of those. Didn't go to either of those finals. So I've not seen. I've seen us lift the Premier League at Stamford Bridge, but I've seen us win finals. I saw us win both League Cups at Cardiff in 2005 and 2007. But yeah, those are the only two finals that I've been to that we've actually won. So yeah, my record needs to improve as well. I think Pochettino is the same life against Man City. We want direct football tomorrow. Yep, I would agree on that. If you guys don't like the video, then we won't get the Carabao Cup. Yeah, no, we need that cup. We need it. Yes, I probably would. But I don't think he will. That's the reality of the situation. I don't see him starting. No, I wouldn't start Silva, in my honest opinion. I have no idea what's going to happen. We could dominate and Liverpool dominate. Yeah, look, I think it's going to be a close game. You don't tend to get very many one-sided finals at all. It tends to be cagey affairs, either going extra time or penalties, or maybe a goal here or there in it. You know, it's going to be a tight game. Thank God we don't have Mount and Havertz. Those two are the main reason we didn't win. Well, I mean, Mount missed so many chances, I think, in the League Cup final. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree on it. But yeah, look, there's loads to dive into, people. Loads and loads to dive into in regards to the build-up to the final. And Ben Chilwell, obviously, there's been a lot of media build-up. Obviously a lot of interviews going on in the build-up to the final. And Ben Chilwell speaking about what it would mean to this group to win the Carabao Cup. And, he kind of compared it to, it'll be bigger than winning the Champions League. And obviously, I know exactly what he means by that. So I don't want people to take it out of context. With the group we have now, a young group where there have been ups and downs this season, to get this one as a team and staff and with the fans, it would be massive, arguably bigger than the Champions League. And obviously, like the rest of the quotes go on to say that obviously he acknowledges that the Champions League is obviously far bigger in prestige. But in terms of importance to this group, this would be massive for us. This could be the kickstart of a journey, for this squad, and we can really push on for the remainder of the season. We saw it back in 2005 when Mourinho came in. He targeted the League Cup. We won the League Cup, and that kind of set us up for that spell. Obviously, we're not in the same position in terms of a squad, and we're not in a position where we're going to suddenly go on and dominate for the next couple of years. But this can be equally as important in terms of first trophy for this group, first trophy for the ownership, first trophy for the manager in England. I just think it would really, really act as a massive springboard for the remainder of the season, with the FA Cup still to play for, with European qualification obviously still up for grabs as well. So I get exactly what Chilwell's talking about, where obviously the Champions League, winning the Champions League is far bigger than the Carabao Cup. But in terms of where the club is at right now, this could be one of the most important trophies that we win as a football club. And it's not about the Carabao Cup necessarily. It's about what winning would represent, what it would mean, the mentality it would instill, the belief that it will give this group of players to kick on. It would be such a big boost for the remainder of the season. So it's not necessarily about the trophy. It's about what winning that trophy would signify and what it would install and what it would do for the mentality and the belief in this group, what it would do for the manager, what it would do for the football club. It would provide a massive boost all round for everyone associated with the club, a huge boost for the fans. And yeah, this is one of Chelsea's most important games, I think, in a long, long time. There's absolutely no denying that. It is 100% one of our most important games in a long time. It really is. It really is important for us. So we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. But look, I think Chilwell's absolutely spot on with those comments. This is really, really important for the group. And yeah, I think, in terms of where the club's at, as I said, it probably is bigger than the Champions League win, given the situation the club currently find themselves in. So yeah, let's let's see what we can do tomorrow. But yeah, don't make no mistake about it. It would be huge, absolutely huge for the team. What are people saying in the chat? Let's have a quick look. And Nkunku is the only player, bar Palmer, I trust to take chances and score. Can't afford those Jackson, Sterling missed chances. No, we absolutely cannot afford any missed opportunities. The Lukaku goal, yeah, it shouldn't have been disallowed. I've already accepted Liverpool dominate the ball tomorrow. I don't think we are. I think, look, Liverpool have lost 2 games this season, both in North London. Wembley's in North London. I don't necessarily. I mean, that's, I think could be not really too much to read into it, but against Arsenal, Arsenal showed the blueprint to beat Liverpool. If you can beat their press, you can get in behind and you can have success. We need Enzo Fernandez to have a game like Jorginho had against Liverpool. If we can beat the press, then there's going to be opportunities and there's going to be there's going to be a high chance we can absolutely have some success. Make no mistake about it, guys. We will get opportunities tomorrow. We absolutely will. It just depends what we can make of them. Like that's the reality. Can we take them? Because the opportunities will be there for us, but we're going to have to be clinical, and that's not something that we've always been. No, I don't either. I mean, ideally, I want to get this done in 90 minutes, but ultimately, if we can't, then if it goes to penalties and we win, then yeah, okay, it's going to be a more stressful route. But as long as we win, that's all that matters tomorrow. Absolutely agree on that. We need to win this cup so these young players learn to win. Yep. No, it's not. Beating Fulham's not for everyone. Yes, up the Chelsea. Big up to you, Nick. Hope you're doing well. Jackson and Sterling need to stop missing chances. Well, it's not just those two. I mean, look, everyone's culpable of missing chances. But yeah, we can't afford people to be having a poor day at the office in front of goal. Because in a final, there's no hiding place. And you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. You miss one, that might be the only opportunity of the game. Could be the only opportunity of the game. And you don't want to be the guy that's missed in the final. You really don't. You really don't. So yeah, being clinical is going to be absolutely crucial. We need the chances to fall to the right players, ideally, if they can. I know you can't always guarantee that. Yeah, Gusto against Luis Diaz should be a good one tomorrow. It's dead important. Yeah, it is. I remember Todd Bowley's first interview when Clearlake bought Chelsea. Look, it's not gone to plan so far, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be an outright failure. The whole time. I'm not sure about Poch mentality in finals. Well, we're about to find out. We need to play off the shoulder of Liverpool. That's when we play best. Look, we've got pace that we can get in behind them. Look, we can absolutely have some sort of success on the counter attack. There's no denying that. We can absolutely have some sort of success on the counter attack for sure. Took Havertz 4 years to recognise his best position. Even at Arsenal, he's struggling apart from his lucky goals. Yeah, I don't care about Havertz, to be perfectly honest. Thanks for the goal in Porto, but that's kind of it for me. I'm not fussed. So it's good, but it's not the FA Cup. No, it's absolutely not. But a trophy's a trophy, and I'm never going to turn my nose up at an opportunity to win a trophy. That much is absolutely for sure. I'm not confident at all. Don't want another loss. Another loss against Liverpool. No. This can galvanise the whole team. We need to step up to the occasion. We can more than get it done. No, we can get it done. No, it really isn't. I don't know why people are so negative about our chances of qualifying for Europe. It's like between 6th and 10th where we are. It's close. There's not that many points in it, and it's not insurmountable in any way whatsoever. So I don't subscribe to this thought that this is our only opportunity to qualify for Europe. 7th place is well within reach. So yeah, I just don't believe that. Cup finals are totally different to league. They absolutely are. And I think, because it's one-off games, we've struggled with the consistency of the league week in, week out. So I think if, in one-off games, that's tended to suit us a lot better. Can you explain why English? It's always been a thing. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's always been a thing. Obsessed with Klopp, obsessed with Liverpool. Most of the coverage has all been about Klopp. And yeah, I think the Sky in particular in the UK will be hating it if Chelsea win tomorrow. I'm not confident about Poch subs. Well, look, let's wait and see. Let's obviously wait and see how the game pans out. But yeah, generally speaking, the substitutions have certainly not been a strong point. I think that much is absolutely fair to say. These players don't have the mentality and experience. If we are down, who will lead by example? Well, we have got players in there that have experienced big games. Enzo Fernandez, a World Cup winner. We've got Chilwell, Champions League winner. We've got there are some experienced players in there that have won stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have to call on. They're all gonna have to be called on collectively and come together. But yeah, look, the mentality I think is there in the group. They've shown it's there, but just not on a consistent basis. And the experience of winning things, all right, it's not there for everyone, but certain members of the squad do have that experience. They do. I'm happy Havertz has gone. Yep. Big up to the dearest devil for the donation. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hopefully we can win tomorrow. Media narrative is already there. Liverpool have injuries. Yeah, literally, we've had more injuries than Liverpool all season, and all you're seeing everywhere is, oh, Liverpool this, Liverpool that. In terms of injuries, it's mad. It is honestly mad. I think Trent, Curtis Jones, Alisson, but Alisson wasn't going to play in this game anyway. But Trent, Curtis Jones, Alisson, Nunez, and Salah are doubtful. Szoboszlai's out, and a few others. Liverpool got lucky in both. Well, look, it went to penalties both times. Look, obviously, if Mount scored his chances, then we would have won that game. Or if Lukaku's goal had been allowed, we would have won. But it is what it is. Ifs and buts. Once it goes to penalties, it's just a lottery. As simple as that. The only team we can catch in the table. No, we can overtake Brighton. We can overtake Newcastle. Like, I don't know why people are so defeatist. We played City well, and we can do that against Liverpool. Yeah, look, if we can repeat that, then we've absolutely got a huge opportunity of winning. Yeah, it is must win tomorrow. We need to win. But look, the most important thing for me is, right, if we don't win, then the most important thing is that we've turned up and we've given a good account of ourselves. That's the most important thing. We turn up, we play well, we give a good account of ourselves, but ultimately we just come up short. Then yeah, it's very, very disappointing to lose. But you can take some positives from that. But if we turn up like we did at Anfield and just get rolled over, then that's going to really be a problem. So look, losing is not ideal, but the way in which you lose can definitely 100% change the perspective of it. That much is absolutely clear, in my opinion. So yeah, obviously it'd be very disappointing to lose, but ultimately, if we can try and get the job done, or we just give a good account of ourselves, then I'm not saying I'll be happy, but you're more accepting of that if the players have given it their all and you've just come up short on the day to the better team. What is this? Well, we missed our best player in James. Yeah, no one talks about the players that Chelsea are missing, but it is what it is. We're used to it. I'd probably say we might have a slightly better bench, but again, it depends on who's back for Liverpool potentially. But I would say we're looking at having a slightly better bench ourselves. That would be my view. But yeah, again, there probably won't be too much in it. Let's have it out. The Chelsea trying not to worry. Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about it. Chelsea have the better bench. Liverpool tomorrow, decent amount of injuries. Yeah, I'd like to think we'd have the better bench, but again, Liverpool will have some options there. The players they've got are very good, even if there's going to be a few missing. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I would would love that. Would absolutely love it. Don't care if we lose tomorrow. I mean, I do want us to ideally win, but just the players to show some fight. No, of course I care, but if we lose tomorrow. But yeah, I get what you're saying. That was exactly what I was just saying. Well, we lost in 2021 because we weren't good enough in that game. Simple as that. We weren't good enough in that game. But yeah, look, let's move away from this Ben Chilwell stuff. And I want to talk about something which I'm actually pleased about that the manager has said in regards to putting pressure on the referees. And he said it in a clever way where he's not going to get himself in trouble. So saying, obviously, yesterday, when we played against Liverpool in Liverpool, I think not one key decision was for us. 2 penalties were not given. Duels, 50-50s were always for the other colour, always red. I want to be treated in a fair way. Now, he also went on to say that it's important that referees don't get sucked into the hype of Klopp's farewell. And I think these comments are absolutely vital because it is true that at Anfield, and obviously in the remainder of these quotes, obviously he went on to say that yes, we obviously he knows that we got comprehensively outplayed at Anfield, but the reality is that we didn't get any key decisions our way at all. And it's vital that we get treated in a fair way, because the standard of refereeing has been atrocious. We've been on the receiving end of a number of poor decisions this season, none more so than in that Liverpool game. And Liverpool do seem to get, obviously the Tottenham game aside, they do seem to get the vast share of fortunate VAR decisions in their favour. So I think tomorrow, all I can ask from Chris Kavanagh is just be fair. Don't bottle it. Don't favour Liverpool. But it's really important that Poch has kind of come out and said these things, because it's an indirect to the referee, and he knows that he needs to be fair and he needs to deliver a fair game. Because ultimately, you don't want cup finals and occasions like this to be ruined by a refereeing decision. That is not what we want to happen. We don't want that to be we don't want that to be the case. Absolutely don't want that to be the case, because you can accept losing, but you can't accept losing in a manner where you've not applied yourselves, or you've been let down by refereeing decisions. So look, we're not looking to blame people in any way, but ultimately the officiating needs to be spot on tomorrow. Otherwise, it's just totally unacceptable. When you get into cup finals, you cannot have referees dominating the agenda for poor decisions being made. Everything needs to be right. Everything needs to be fair. That, for me, is the most important thing. The referee can't let the occasion get the better of me. They absolutely can't allow that to happen. But yeah, this was good from Poch to say this and indirectly put pressure on the referees. He's done it in a smart way where he's not going to get himself in trouble, which is the most important thing. Absolutely the most important thing. But yeah, look, I'm pleased that he said that, because he needed to say something along those lines, because we haven't seen, enough of him saying those sorts of things. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow he has a good game. Look, he almost got everything 100% right against Man City. He got things right against Villa. There was an improvement in the second half against Crystal Palace, even though he did make hard work of it. So he is starting to improve for sure. And look, obviously this time tomorrow, guys, we'll either be in a great mood or we'll be in a thoroughly depressed mood, because the final will be done in one way or another potentially by this time tomorrow. So yeah, we are going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really tough one. It is a really, really tough one, because realistically, like, it should be, it shouldn't be too much of a contest, if I'm being brutally honest. But it's a cup final, anything can happen. And the fact that we've been playing better in recent weeks, and the fact that Liverpool have got some injuries, has somewhat leveled the playing field a little bit, and it's definitely brought the two teams a lot closer together. So yeah, it's anyone's game. It's absolutely up for grabs, this. Liverpool are favourites, but in my opinion, there's no clear favourites. But yeah, let's wait and see. But this is massive for Pochettino tomorrow. Could be a first trophy. Could be his first trophy in England. Which would be massive for him. It would definitely help him in terms of trying to win win over sections of the fans that just don't back him or have lost faith in him. So yeah, that could be a good thing. Could be a good thing for us. Ultimately, I don't care who the manager is at the end of the day. I want my team to do well, and I want my team to win trophies. So yeah, I just want him. I want him to do well, because if he does well, it means Chelsea are doing well, and ultimately, that's what we're all supporting the club for, because we want the team to do well, irrespective of what your thoughts or feelings are on the manager. You absolutely want the team to do well, and I'm no different. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think we all are. It's a final. Everyone looks forward to a final. If you're not looking forward to a final, you can't get up for a final as a player or a fan. Then yeah, there really is something wrong. There really is something wrong if you can't get up for a game, a final as a player or a fan. There must be something wrong. Absolutely must be, if you can't do that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Yep, Mudrik's not seen any minutes of the last 3 games. Whether that changes tomorrow, I don't know. But a fresh Mudrik in extra time or something like that could potentially be problems. Tuchel hasn't been the same ever since his divorce from his wife. Every club he goes to, he falls out of the board. Well, that was happening before as well. Fell out with PSG, fell out with people at Dortmund. It's just what he does. Well, I don't know. I'd like to think not. It's a pretty obvious decision. I mean, I'll probably put Sanchez in for the Leeds game on Wednesday, potentially, if you're looking to put him in for a game. But yeah, I mean, there was some reports saying that he might have he might have been going to start the Man City game, but then obviously he missed out on the squad for personal reasons, and we never found out. So I'd like to think that Pochettino, given how well Petrovic has done, wouldn't make a decision like that in a cup final. That would be strange. And Sanchez has been out for what, a couple of months? To chuck him straight back in for a cup final would be a strange one. Yep, we were. Yeah, look, it certainly wouldn't be ideal. It would be far from ideal, and it really wouldn't make an awful lot of sense. We're going to have to put the best performance of this season to overcome Liverpool. They're going to be fired up regardless of injuries. They'd want to make sure that Klopp leaves with a bang. Yeah, they're going to be up for it. Of course they are. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's certainly not going to do is cause any harm. 2-1, Colwell, Jackson, and Gakpo goal. Well, if that's right, fair play. I'd go as far to say this is as big as the League Cup final. Yeah, no, it is. It absolutely is. There's so many. I was saying before, there's so many comparisons between like now and 2005 in terms of first trophy for a group of players, first trophy for the manager in England, first trophy for the ownership. There's a lot of similarities, big similarities between now. But this would be so big for the club, because the sooner you can win that first trophy as a group of players, the sooner you get that first trophy as a manager, the sooner you get that first trophy as an ownership, then that confidence comes. The manager can then be like, right, do you know what? I can actually win in England. This group of players, like, do you know what? We can win. We have got what it takes to win. We've proven we can win. The confidence it gives you and the mentality it can help develop would be absolutely huge. It would be absolutely huge. No, and there's no denying that. There's no getting away from it whatsoever. I'd rather not play Sanchez. Yeah, absolutely. This is the biggest game we've played. Yeah, this is a massive game. Massive game. You could arguably say this could be the biggest game since the Champions League final for the club, and potentially it could well be. Yep, no, good. Finally getting what they deserve. They should have lost last week. They've been fluking results for weeks now. Yeah, they got what they deserved. Those who do not know, the match will be broadcast live on YouTube. Will it? I didn't know that. I'll be at the stadium, but yeah, I know. Obviously, UK. I know it's on definitely it's on Sky Sports, but I didn't realise it was going to be put on the. It was going to be on YouTube. Fair enough. I've not seen that. Yeah, I hope so as well. Hopefully, well, either way, Matchday Vlog will be enjoyed by people, whether we win or if we lose. People are going to be enjoying it. So, yeah, let's wait and see on that front. But yeah, this on this refereeing point, this is really key, because too many times now referees have just been ruining games. So yeah, they just need the officials to have a good game tomorrow. And yeah, I know that's a big ask to get the officials to have a good game, but let's hope we can do our best on that front. Let's hope that let's hope some sort of a miracle happens, and we do get a referee that has a good game. That would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, if it's possible, I know it's asking an awful lot. It shouldn't be asking much, but it is asking an awful lot for some reason. It really is. So yeah, hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, what will be, and we just have to control what we can control. Yes, big up. Hopefully we can get a win against Liverpool in cup final. Yeah. No, they were penalties. It's just luck at the end of the day. No, absolutely not. No chance in hell would I do that, because he's not the right manager for us. He's not a long-term manager. He falls out with everyone. Love him for what he's done at the club, but no, he absolutely isn't right for us. Silva and Nkunku, Petrovic, Palmer and Gallagher. Yeah, well, Silva won't play. I disagree on the Silva front. And this is no disrespect to him, but at this point in time, his inclusion in the side is detrimental to us. Lack of pace in the front line, in the back line, so we have to sit deeper. The back line can't push us high up. There's therefore more space between midfield and defence. He gets exploited by balls over the top. He's become a little bit of a target. And I get the experience factor, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we look a lot better, unfortunately, in the back line when he doesn't play. That's just the sad reality, That is the reality of the situation. Yeah, no, I hear it. I hope Liverpool don't get every decision with VAR. Always favourites every single game. Yep. I'm going for 2-1. Us and a Cole Palmer penalty will win it. Fair. I hear that. But yeah, let's wait and see. By the way, guys, I know the numbers aren't great tonight. Saturday evening. I don't really know what's happening. Not been live for a few days, so I'll probably drop down in the algorithm a little bit. So please do smash the likes. Run them up, people. We're only on 33. Let's try and get this to 50 likes minimum, guys. 50 likes minimum. Please keep smashing that subscribe button as well. If you are new round here, that would be greatly appreciated. We need 14 more subscribers to hit the 8K mark. So any new subscriber would be greatly appreciated. So please hit the subscribe button, guys. If you're new round here, almost at 8K, just 14 more. So please do that, guys. It would really help me out, and I'd greatly appreciate it. I know Poch will pick Raheem in the starting lineup. I know he got the goal last week, but what's your opinion? I think he'll play as well. I've not been impressed with Sterling. People will know that I'm not his biggest fan. Yes, he was better last week, but he's still not delivered on a consistent enough basis. But the reality is that Poch is not trusting Nkunku or Madueke, Mudryk or Madueke right now. And he's obviously not fully convinced on Nkunku right now. Nkunku's been on the bench the last few games. He's been getting bench minutes here and there. He's obviously not fully integrated into the side. Maybe he's not fully fit or fully up to speed. So I'd be surprised if Nkunku started. But yeah, if Nkunku had been fit most of the season and was playing really well, then Sterling simply, wouldn't be starting this game. That's the reality of the situation, guys. Chelsea were always slowing our game down. Not expecting him to start. Well, I don't know if he's fit anyway. So that might actually be a bit of a blessing in disguise. Takes that decision out of Pochettino's hands, and it doesn't need to be made. I want to win the trophy. Yeah, absolutely. Sterling has to start tomorrow. I don't care what anybody says. He's won it 5 times. Yeah, but that's none of those times are at Chelsea. He's won it in a team that has been exceptional, which unfortunately right now we aren't. Arsenal have achieved nothing by playing kids. I didn't play any kids in Porto. This week was I like the way Poch conducted his press conference. The rest will find it. Yeah, no, exactly. I think this is one of his better press conferences for sure. Absolutely agree on that front. When do you think Nkunku will get start? To be honest, I don't think Nkunku will start tomorrow. I suspect that Nkunku will start on Wednesday against Leeds. That would be my bet as to when Nkunku starts for us again. Much rather have Sterling on the left wing right now. Well, we're basing it off one performance. He's been pretty poor this season overall. I look, for me, it would be Nkunku, but I know that's not going to happen. If we win the cup, do we play Conference League? Yes, we would go into the Conference League if we win the cup. So that would be some form of European competition guaranteed, potentially by this time tomorrow if we were to win the cup. I wouldn't be worried about Nkunku. He's hardly played at all this season due to injury. It's a new league. He's getting used to the team. He's getting up to speed. Number 9's not his position. I wouldn't be worried about him. No, I do admit though he's looked very isolated in the games that he's played in recently. He's struggled to get into them. He's not really been involved or anything like that. But yeah, no, I'm not concerned about him. He will turn out to be a very, very good signing. So yeah, I wouldn't be concerned about him. But yeah, it's fair to say that the last few appearances, he has looked very isolated and just not involved in the game at all. That's just unfortunately the reality of the situation we find ourselves in with Nkunku. What was it? Sterling, I'm not keen on, but he can win us penalties by going direct. Yeah, but he barely ever goes direct, though. He 9 times out of 10 holds onto the ball for too long and just runs into people. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm not sure who's doing that, but yeah, I don't know who's doing that. Nkunku not quite ready to start yet. Yeah, could be the jump start he needs. I hope it is. Yeah, look, I don't know how Nkunku's not ready to start. He's had multiple appearances from the bench. He has racked up a decent amount of minutes. I don't really know how he wouldn't be deemed ready to start. But yeah, obviously the manager must know something different than I do. I think we'll see the best of Nkunku next season when he gets... Yeah, I would agree on that front for sure. Let's move away from Pochettino's comments on the referees then, and let's move forward to... what was I going to move forward to? I've done that. Yeah, a little bit about Pochettino's future. There's an article from Matt Law in the Telegraph talking about there is recognition inside Chelsea that following the shambles of last season, any sort of silverware and European qualification would represent improvement and progress. Well, yeah, I think that is kind of stating the obvious, but it absolutely would represent progress. And I know that it'd be a very low bar, but going from the shambles of last season where we finished 12th, this season, all right, we're 10th still, but within touching distance of 7th. We're in a cup final tomorrow. We're still in the FA Cup. If we qualify for Europe, that's an improvement for sure and progress compared to where we were last year. And winning a trophy as well is going to be an improvement on where we were last year. So I'm really not, I get it that people think, oh yeah, it was the bare minimum. The bar was on the floor last year. It was, but we've got to take small steps. We need to first get ourselves back to establishing ourselves as a top 4, top 6 club again. We need to. People think we're trying to walk before we can run here. A lot of people are trying to do that. We've got to lay the foundations, get back to being a top 4, top 6 club again, and then go from there. That's the reality. That's the reality of the situation, guys. We're not ready to be what we used to be, and the aim is to get back to there. That's what we have to do. So yeah, I think that's fully right. That if your remit is the project, right, which it is under this ownership, then as long as there's improvement year on year, then that's going in the right direction. Whether fans agree or disagree, that's going in the right direction. Look, would I be happy winning a trophy and coming 8th? Yeah, absolutely I would, because winning a trophy is what you're in the game for. And then, all right, finishing 8th, if we did, would be some form of European football, and it would represent an improvement on where we finished last season. So as long as I can see that the club are taking clear, tangible steps in the right direction, then it's hard to be too disappointed. Yes, I know Chelsea shouldn't be, pleased with coming 8th, but people need to accept and realise the reality of where we are at right now. We're not what we used to be. And that is as simple as that. We have to build small little steps that we need to take to go in the right direction. That is what we need to do. And in Nkunku's first interview, he said his favourite position is a number 9 role. I don't remember that, but he hasn't played it that much. For me, I don't think it's his best position. But obviously, if he said that, he knows best. Well, I mean, look, Sancho's not been great this season, but I wouldn't put it down after 6 months as a failed signing. I think people are way too quick to write players off. We need to win our upcoming games in the Prem. Yeah, exactly that. We have to start picking up points in the league because everyone is dropping points around us, as mentioned, and we need to put ourselves in a position where we can 100% take advantage of those drop points. We need to get back into Champions League where we belong if we want to challenge the titles. Agreed. After the Sam Jewell signing, no more signings from Brighton for a long time, please. Yeah, look, I don't know what else we could possibly get from there, but yeah, I would agree to that. On the other channel with Nina and Alex, you mentioned you are 60-40. Do I really believe that? Yeah, because right now, the reality of the situation is we're 10th in the league. That's not good enough for this group of players. And I've not seen enough from the manager to suggest that he should be staying on beyond the end of the season. However, if we win the Cup, if we qualify for Europe, then I would absolutely change my opinion on that. Chelsea need to develop some form of consistency. Yep, that's been the key that's been missing all season. The C word, consistency. That is what we've been majorly lacking. By the way, guys, 12 likes away from 50. 12 likes from 50. So please keep smashing the likes up. I know it's been low viewers today for whatever reason. I don't know why, Saturday night potentially. But yeah, it's been low viewers. So hopefully, appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. But please do hit the like button if you haven't done so already. We need 12 more to hit 50. And please subscribe as well if you are new around here. I know I'm banging on about it, but to reach 8K would be a big milestone. And I'd love to do it this weekend if possible. So if you are one of the 31 in here and you haven't subscribed, that would be really helpful. Really helpful. What else have we got going on? The whole squad will grow when we won. Yeah, absolutely will. If Poch did get sacked, I honestly don't know. It's not something I've given an awful lot of thought about. Maybe someone like Ruben Amorim from Sporting Lisbon potentially, but yeah, it's not something I've given an awful lot of thought about because I want this manager to success and I want us to move away from constantly sacking managers. So it's not something I've given an awful lot of thought to. But we won't get what would be deemed as an elite manager. It'll be another project manager to come in. So look, if I had to say a name right now, maybe Sporting Lisbon's Ruben Amorim. But other than that, it's not something I'm thinking about because I want this manager to make a success of things. I'd like to see Nkunku tested at 9, but not at this point in the season. Agreed. Would you take De Zerbi? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of in two minds about him. I think he's got ability for sure, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know is the answer. Yeah. Do what O Kevin's saying. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. But yeah, I think that makes sense. The noises coming from inside the club. That's absolutely what we should be doing. And ultimately, it's great we're in the final, but now we have to compete in the best way possible and win because ultimately, finals, as Mourinho said, as Pochettino I think said in a video of the club website, if finals are not about playing well, they're about winning. All that matters in a final is winning. No one cares if you've played well in a final. People only remember the winners. They don't remember how well you played. That is the reality of the situation. That is the reality of the situation. Finals are about winning. They're not about playing well. If Chelsea lose the final, Pochettino will be... No, he won't be. He will see the season out. whatever happens now, it's too late to make a change. It's pointless. So yeah, in my opinion, he absolutely will see the season out. This is the race against time of Pochettino's life. I don't know. Securing European football massively help with the FFP. It will do. There's no point sacking Pochettino with 13 games left. No, there absolutely isn't. Yeah, it could be that. Could well be Man City against Bournemouth. What's the score in that game anyway? Oh, 0-0 after 20 minutes. Haaland apparently has missed a one-on-one. Fair. I think Pochettino needs more time. He's just got... Yeah, no, I agree. You can't judge someone off 7 months as manager. And I think given the circumstances, yes, there's a lot of things that he's not got right, but given the circumstances, I don't think it's been, absolutely horrendous. It's not about next season. It's the final. He needs to win. Well, I disagree on that. We're not going to just sack him if we lose the final. What's the point in that? That's not going to help us achieve anything for the remainder of the season. No, it just isn't. What else have we got going on, people? What else is happening? Yeah, I'm going tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, I need to see us win our first final at Wembley, because the finals I've been to at Wembley, we've lost them all. So yeah, it'll be big for the club. First ownership, first trophy for this group, first trophy for Poch, first trophy for the ownership, and could be the first trophy for me going to Wembley. So we'll see. Score prediction. We've had more days to rest. Sometimes that works in your favour. Maybe sometimes it doesn't. Honest prediction, I think it goes to penalties, and and then we right the wrongs of 2 years ago and we win on penalties. But I think it's gonna be difficult. Well, if we lose the final and we cannot qualify for Europe next season, well, if we don't win anything, we don't qualify for Europe, then we'll part ways at the end of the season. I think that is the honest reality. If we don't qualify for European football, am I right in thinking we could be sanctioned? I've got absolutely no idea on that front. Ticket was £100, so not bad actually, not bad. And it was £100. But it was one of the more expensive categories, but that's kind of all that was left. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, obviously could have spent a bit less, but I think £100 for a final is not bad at all. I've not got a good feeling about tomorrow. But I see all the prediction is all Liverpool win because Jurgen Klopp final season. Yeah, no one's really speaking too much about Chelsea, which maybe that's gonna work in our favour, guys. Maybe that'll work in our favour. I don't know. So yeah. What else have we got going on here? Yeah, we need Thiago Silva needs his trophy in his final season at Chelsea. We need to get that for him. Well, got scammed or chose to pay it. I mean, ultimately, yeah. Look, if people want to go, then they'll pay more money. But yeah, that's obviously well over what the tickets are worth. Yeah, no, absolutely number one, Petrovic. No questions asked for me. We do well as underdogs. Hopefully we will turn up tomorrow. Yep, we need to. There is a new young left back we're looking at. I've seen a couple of reports saying we're looking at a left back from Brest in France, but I forget his name. Well nervous for tomorrow's final. Yep. I will be feeling nervous as well. Yep, I absolutely am. Although the first couple of races are on Saturdays, and I think because I'm going to be at Brentford, Chelsea potentially, I might miss the first race. But yeah, I'll be getting stuck into Drive to Survive tonight in the new series. Foden scored. Fair. If Chelsea win, then can secure this. Oh yeah, hopefully we can do well. Foden. Yeah, I mean, what a player Phil Foden is. But yeah, guys, I'm going to move into my lineup for tomorrow. So yeah, please keep smashing the like button. Please keep hitting that subscribe button as well if you are new around here. We are so close to 8K now. So please, guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, then just do it. It's free. It takes seconds, and it really helps me out. Really helps me out. So yeah, I would greatly appreciate that, people. Greatly appreciate it. And hopefully we get there this weekend. But yeah, guys, get your teams in the chat as well. Let me know your thoughts. We're 5 likes away now from 50 likes. So come on, guys, keep smashing the like button. 31 in the building. 5 more likes required. Let's have a look. Maybe Ferrari, but I don't think so. We go Liverpool, good game at our place, and got caught out at Anfield when they had the best game of their season. We absolutely got a chance. 100% we've got a chance. For me, I actually think, personally, it's quite a simple team to pick. I just hope he doesn't suddenly try something weird and sticks Sanchez in goal. I just hope that doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen, but fuck knows what's going to happen on that front. But I hope he doesn't do that. Petrovic has been in really, really good form. He's a calm presence between the sticks. And we look a lot better side with him in goal. We're a lot calmer at the back. We're not having as many fuck-ups when we're on the ball there. I think he's a calming presence, and I think that the defence trust him. So, yeah, he has to continue in goal. I mean, I think Poch would be losing his mind if he goes with fucking Sanchez tomorrow. But I hope not. I really hope not. But then let's move into the defence. Defence picks itself for me. Malo Gusto has been in exceptional form recently. On one side, Ben Chilwell will obviously lead the team out at Wembley. In Reece James's absence, he'll be left back. For me, it's got to be Levi Colwill and Axel Disasi in the middle. They played really well together at Man City. And for me, there's no point picking the same, no point changing the defence. You know, we've defended well recently. And we just need to build continuity with this lineup, you know, with this centre-back pairing. That, for me, is it's as simple as that, to be perfectly honest. I get some people are saying that Thiago Silva should play. He's in a race to be fit. And B, I just think he upsets the balance of the team. You know, as I was saying earlier, the defense can't get out as quickly. They can't push up as high. It means that Enzo and Caicedo have got more ground to cover defensively. And he's also a target for opposition, particularly pacey sides. We're getting hit with a lot of balls over the top when Silva plays, and we're getting exploited that way in behind. So unfortunately, I think we have reached a point where his involvement in the side is slightly detrimental, and he needs to be phased out. And that's no slight on him. 39 years of age, the legs aren't really there. The football brain's still there, but the legs aren't particularly there. So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. But if he does end up starting, I think it's a big risk from Poch, given he's not trained much this week and given he's been injured. But yeah, it makes sense to continue with that, in my opinion. Well, Sanchez has been injured since December, so yeah. I mean, Petrovic has come in and done really well. It's not unfair. It's sport at the end of the day. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. This would be massive for the manager as well. It would be huge for the manager. So yeah, let's wait and see. Know anything? What, Victor Boniface? Well, look, he's obviously a talented young boy. He's done well. He's injured at the moment. But yeah, no, I don't see Chelsea going for him in the summer. No, Caicedo. Yeah, no, Caicedo's it's a big game for Caicedo tomorrow. Well, it depends if Salah's fit or not. Obviously, if he is, it's going to be a big test. But whoever goes there, it's still going to be a test for Chile. Obviously, last time against Liverpool, he was particularly poor, as was everyone. No Madrid minutes for the last 3 games. Look, I understand the discourse against Madrid. He's not played the last 3 games for reasons obviously only known to the manager. But there's so much ability there. I fully believe in him, and opportunities will come for him. Yeah, as Sanchez starting, that just can't be the situation. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Ultimately, no one knows what's going to happen. But yeah, it's so important that we don't concede an early goal or go down. Like we just can't afford to do that. We've got to start well. We have to start well. There's too many games recently where we've not started well, but against Villa we started well, and against Man City we started well. So if we can do that, then that's going to be key for us. Yeah, mate, the Nkunku balloon will hit differently if we get it at Wembley. It will absolutely hit differently. But I don't know if he's going to start, to be honest. I think second half substitute Poch will let us down. Hopefully not, but let's wait and see. Do you know if no? They're both rated as doubtful, but knowing Klopp and the sort of the mind games he likes to play, I wouldn't be surprised if they are both fit and they both started. I agree, and I think most likely his chance will come against Leeds on Wednesday, and he absolutely must take it. I hope someone tells Caicedo to calm down. That boy clatters people a little bit too much. He won't get away with so much in a final. Maybe not. No, exactly. Look, I don't want to say I don't mind losing. Everyone hates losing, but you can be more accepting if we give a good account of ourselves, but we ultimately come up short to the better team. You can accept that. But we absolutely cannot accept if we turn up and have another capitulation like we did at Anfield. My first 11 for tomorrow: Petrovic, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Disasi, Gusto. Fair. It's all BS, I reckon, Salah. Szoboszlai, I don't think Szoboszlai will start, but I wouldn't be surprised if Salah and Nunes did. That's the reality of the situation. Silva can't play. Maybe on. Look, I think, to be honest, Silva will be on the bench tomorrow, and if we're winning, we'll bring him on to help us see out the game late on. That's for me. Never mind Liverpool's injuries; they have VAR in the pocket. Yeah, look, it's gonna be a difficult game. It will be a difficult game. I'm still not confident in Poch, but win the cup because I can't predict Poch might cause Chelsea by not winning the cup. Maybe let's see. I hope so. I honestly, mate, I do not see us keeping a clean sheet whatsoever. But I think we've got it in us to absolutely get a couple of goals under our belt. I don't see that being an issue. I really don't see Nkunku as number 10, and I want Poch to play Conor Gallagher one day. Has been recognised as a very good manager. It's only when he comes to Chelsea he's called a... Yeah, look, mate, I'm not calling him a bottle job. I think this would be big for him. Absolutely capable. I always think I'm fair as a fan where I, will criticise things that need to be criticised and criticise people as and when. Just because you criticise someone for something doesn't mean you don't rate them or you're not a fan of them. But, you've got to call things out as and when you see fair. I like to see unfair. I won't just tear the team down for no reason. I know people do that. Sanchez, much better shot stopper compared to Petrovic. I don't know. Sanchez is better in a few aspects, but overall, I really don't think there's very much between them at all. As am I. We are bad when we play on bigger stadiums. I'm not saying Etihad is a small stadium. But yeah. Anyway, moving into midfield, it's going to be a big battle in there. Enzo and Caicedo. It's going to those two tomorrow need to have a big game. Obviously, be up against the likes of Endo and Alexis McAllister and probably Ryan Gravenberch. Obviously, McAllister knows Enzo and Caicedo very well, having played with Caicedo at Brighton, and obviously partners Enzo Fernandez for the Argentine national side, World Cup winners together. That's going to be a key battle in there. Enzo Fernandez has absolutely been coming into his own in recent weeks, adding more goals to his game. That playing close to Caicedo, having a smaller gap between the defence and the midfield, has really helped him out. And he's showing now he's a bit more box to box. And he is absolutely making things happen, adding goals to his game. He's probably in the best form for me of his Chelsea career. And he tomorrow is going to be absolutely crucial, as is Caicedo, and being his combative self, breaking play up. What we don't want is players picking up early bookings. That is what we do not want. We cannot afford for players to be picking up early bookings and walking a tightrope for the remainder of the match. We really got to try and keep 10 players on the pitch. And early bookings are not going to help us whatsoever. They're not going to help us at all. Look, Caicedo was a little bit poor last week in terms of the number of fouls and stuff he was giving away. But look, he's obviously going to start the final. He's not going to start. Yep. Certainly needs to start. As much as this guy can be annoying, big games he turns up. Well, he's turned up in a couple of big games. Gallagher has found his scoring, but it's like him to play as a 10. Well, he will play as a 10 or play as the most advanced midfielder. Oh, big up yourself. Hope you enjoy it. I will also be there. Better Chelsea win. Poch, please, something. Don't, because your job make all the Chelsea fans frustrated on you. Yeah. 1-1 Liverpool to win on pens. Mate, I don't know if I can sit through another penalty shootout and lose against Liverpool. Did 2 of them a couple of years back. To have to walk down that arch in Wembley Way with it lit up in red, it'd be a bad day. I'll be raging, to be honest. I know it's absolutely going to be a tough game, but I don't think you can approach these things in a negative mindset. I just think, oh, we're fucked, we're going to lose, because I don't believe it is actually really like that. But yeah, look, in terms of my front line, then Cole Palmer on the right hand side, it's going to be a big game for him. He's likely to come up against young Connor Bradley, who had an exceptional game against us at Anfield. And ultimately, the forward line is going to function. If Chelsea are going to be decent in the final third, then a lot of that is going to be pinned on how good Cole Palmer is. He obviously scored a goal at Wembley in the Community Shield against Arsenal right at the start of the season, made his debut there for England earlier on, last year as well. So yeah, this is Cole Palmer. This is a young guy that is not going to let the occasion get the better of him whatsoever. He's not someone that gets overawed by occasion. He's a confident young man. He really is a top player. Such a big fan of his, and he's going to be absolutely crucial to our chances of winning. It's as simple as that. It is absolutely as simple as that. He's going to be key. Jackson up front. Yep. Chelsea 10, Liverpool 0. Bro, I'll be doing a match day vlog. So about an hour or so, within an hour or so after the game, I will be documenting my that'll be uploaded. So it'll just be my match day experience. So you'll be able to see what it's like. So yeah, stay tuned for the match vlog, which will drop tomorrow on the channel afterwards, and you'll be able to see what it was like at Wembley. Liverpool in a title fight, FA Cup and Europa. This is last on their agenda. It is, but it's also could be Jurgen Klopp's last chance to win a trophy in England, because they might not win the league. This is the last guaranteed chance, because they're not in the finals of anything else, and they've not won the league yet. So yes, in terms of those trophies, it absolutely would be bottom of the priority, but it's the most important because it could be the last chance they're going to have this season. Chelsea, Poch career versus Liverpool, Klopp final season. Who will win the cup? I hope we win the cup. I hope we do. In this number 10 role is going to be Conor Gallagher. He, having dipped, from his form at the start of the season, he's bounced back emphatically. Brilliant against Aston Villa. 2 goals against Palace. Was very good against Man City again. He's added a few goals to his game now, and he's going to be right. He's going to be bang up for this occasion. It could be a first trophy for Conor Gallagher at Chelsea. I think he was involved on the bench in the Europa League final in Baku as like a teenager. But yeah, this is going to be his first proper full-blown final. So yeah, that's going to be big for him. One way or another, people are going to enjoy it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's not bad watching. I don't mind watching England at Wembley. I've done it once or twice myself. And yeah, on the left-hand side, for me, I would go Nicholas Jackson with Nkunku up top. But I know full well Sterling's going to start, but that would be my team. And again, these can come a little bit narrower. And obviously, Jackson and Nkunku can absolutely interchange as well. There's fluidity to be had there. But I just think Jackson, we've seen him in recent games. He causes problems. His link-up play is very good. His hold-up play is good. He's an outlet when we're trying to get out. And he's a nuisance for defenders. And I think he's really effective down that side. And Jackson is going to be really key for us to determine whether Chelsea are going to have any success. Whether Chelsea are going to have any success or not in this game. Jackson is going to be really, really key to that. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what exactly happens on that front. But yeah, Jackson absolutely is going to be really, really key to that. So I'd have him there and Nkunku starting as the 9, but that can easily interchange and swap around. Yeah, look, I'd initially have him up there, but again, it can interchange with Jackson, Nkunku, and Palmer. That could be quite a fluid front three. So they're not like set positions. I do agree that Nkunku at the 9 isn't the best, but that's what I'd go with. But I know full well Sterling will start on the left and Jackson will start up top. I don't know. He's definitely fit because he's been playing. So how fit he is, I don't know the answer to that. But yeah, he's for me, he's fit enough to start. But I don't think he will start. But that is the team that I'll go with. But I know full well that Sterling will start instead of Jackson, and Jackson will start up top. And I think that would be the team. The only decisions that Poch has got to make really is whether he puts Thiago Silva in, and then it's Sterling or Nkunku. There's no other decisions to be made. Like, this really should be one of the most straightforward team selections of the season. It's gone 2-1 Chelsea. That's my score prediction. Fair. Jackson on the left looks like a decoy for me. Yeah, look, he's done well on the left. He absolutely has. And it's definitely a useful option to have out there. 100%. And he causes defenders problems. He's a nuisance. He gets involved. He needs to be careful as well with his discipline. He picks up a lot of needless bookings as well. So, like, as I was saying earlier, we don't want stupid bookings or early bookings with players putting themselves under pressure and having to walk a tightrope for the remainder of the game. We don't want that. We need to keep 10 men on the pitch and just not give the referee any decisions to make that could potentially go against us. We absolutely cannot afford to be doing that. We really can't. But yeah, guys, that is my team that I'd go with for the final. I know that's not going to happen. I know that's not going to be the case, but that is what I would like to see, and that's what I would pick if I was in charge. But I'm not in charge, so we'll wait and see what the manager picks. But I honestly can't really see anything too different than that, other than Sterling instead of Nkunku with Jackson up top. But other than that, I think the team pretty much picks itself. But I'm sure, as always, there will be one surprise of sorts when the team sheet drops at around 2 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. But it is what it is, people. That's what I would go with. Now, in terms of my score predictions, guys, I know there's a few score predictions coming in the chat. If you've not put your score prediction in the chat, make sure you do. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Got a 2-1 Chelsea, 1-1 going to penalties. For me, I think this will go a distance again. I'm tending to agree that it's going to be a 1-1, and I'll go Chelsea on penalties. I think we'll redeem ourselves. But yeah, it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be tough. But I'm going to go a 1-1 draw in the 90 minutes and then Chelsea to win on penalties and lift the Carabao Cup. But that's more out of hope than actual expectation. I think the reality is we probably come up short, but I think we can absolutely do something. So I'm going to stick by my guns. I'm going to go with a Chelsea win on penalties, guys. Won't do it the easy way, but we never do as at Chelsea. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. A Chelsea win on penalties, guys. We've gone 3-1 Liverpool, 1-1 Chelsea win on penalties. Is exactly what I think. I've always not liked Sterling, but I understand why Poch picks his experience. Yeah, look, I can understand why he'd be picked for this game tomorrow, but yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it. Let's see what happens. I've enough Liverpool keep getting our number. Yeah, agreed. But yeah, guys, excuse me. I've got belief in us tomorrow, 2-1. Yeah, well, let's hope so. Let's hope tomorrow we are celebrating a Carabao Cup win because it'll be massive for everyone involved at the club. It really, really would be. So let's hope we're in good, positive spirits. But yeah, guys, I'm going to round this one out here. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. I know it's not the usual numbers. It's Saturday night. People are probably doing other things than rather listening to me. But I appreciate each and every single one of you that has tuned in. Please, on the way out, smash the like button. Let's get these likes up. And please subscribe if you're new around here as well. 14 away from 8K. So if anyone's locked in now and they've not subscribed, make sure you do help me get to 8K. I would really, really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Let's hope we are lifting the Carabao Cup tomorrow evening. I'll be back with the matchday vlog dropping after the game, and I'll be back with a live match reaction once I'm back from Wembley as well. So make sure you stay tuned in for those 2 bits of content tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, mate. See what I can do. But yeah, I'll see what I can do on that front. And yeah, guys, 2 bits of content dropping tomorrow, as I was saying, the vlog, and then I'll be live once I get back from the game. So make sure you stay tuned in for that. Smash the likes on the way out. Subscribe if you're new around here. Please help me to get to 8K as quickly as possible. Would greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Have fun watching the game tomorrow, wherever you're watching it. And I'll be back tomorrow. Up the Chelsea, and peace out, people.